If you think VR gaming is just about putting on a headset and swinging your arms around, these games might change your mind. From terrifying horror and intense shooters to racing, RPGs, and relaxing adventures, PS5 has plenty of VR experiences worth trying. I'm Alice, and today we're counting down some of the best VR games you won't want to miss. Let's get into it. Horizon Call of the Mountain drops you straight into a stunning VR adventure with huge environments, climbing, archery, and massive machines. The scale is impressive, and looking around the world in VR makes everything feel much closer and more alive. Resident Evil Village VR takes the horror into first person, making every dark hallway feel much more personal. You can physically aim, interact with objects, and experience the story from a completely different perspective. Honestly, some moments are genuinely uncomfortable in VR. Gran Turismo 7 VR is a dream for racing fans who want to feel inside the cockpit. Every turn, braking point, and overtaking move feels more immersive when you can look around naturally. The cars also look incredible, and the sense of speed is fantastic. Beat Saber keeps things simple, but that is exactly why it works so well. You slash incoming blocks to the rhythm of music while trying to keep your timing perfect. It's easy to learn, hard to master, and surprisingly addictive once you find your favorite songs. Pavlov VR brings fast multiplayer shooting into virtual reality with realistic weapons, competitive matches, and plenty of close-range action. Gun handling feels much more physical here because you actually control your weapon movements. I really like how intense firefights can become in this game. No Man's Sky VR gives you an enormous universe to explore, with planets, spaceships, alien creatures, and countless locations to discover. Everything feels more personal when you can actually look around inside your ship and interact with the environment. The sense of scale is incredible. Moss Book 2 takes a completely different approach with a charming adventure built around Quill. You guide the tiny hero through beautifully designed environments while solving puzzles and fighting enemies. The diorama-style presentation works beautifully in VR, and the whole experience feels surprisingly magical. Synapse focuses on fast telekinetic combat and gunplay, putting powerful abilities directly into your hands. You can grab objects, throw enemies, and shoot through intense encounters while moving through stylish environments. The combination of powers and weapons makes every fight feel really satisfying. Red Matter 2 delivers a slower, more atmospheric VR adventure filled with puzzles, exploration, and science fiction mystery. The environments are beautifully detailed, and the story keeps giving you reasons to investigate further. I really like how immersive the quiet moments can feel in this game. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners makes survival feel physical, with melee weapons, firearms, crafting, and dangerous walkers around every corner. You need to manage resources carefully while exploring New Orleans. The weapon interactions are especially satisfying, and the atmosphere can get seriously tense. Half-Life Alyx is one of the most polished VR experiences ever made, combining exploration, puzzles, shooting, and an incredible level of interaction. Almost everything around you feels usable in some way. The environments are detailed, the physics are great, and the immersion is hard to match. Blade and Sorcery is all about physical combat and giving you freedom over how you fight. Swords, shields, magic, and other weapons can be used in different ways depending on your approach. The physics make every encounter feel unpredictable, and that makes the combat really fun. Superhot VR turns combat into a clever puzzle where enemies only move when you do. You dodge bullets, grab weapons, and plan your movements one action at a time. The simple visual style keeps the focus on gameplay, and the slow motion action feels incredibly satisfying. Job Simulator takes VR in a much more relaxed and comedic direction. You can interact with almost everything around you while completing silly tasks in different workplaces. It is simple, funny, and great for showing what VR interaction can actually feel like, especially for newer players. VRChat is less of a traditional game and more of a massive social VR platform filled with user-created worlds and avatars. You can meet people, explore strange environments, play mini-games, or simply hang out. The amount of variety is huge because the community keeps creating new experiences. Among Us VR takes the familiar social deduction formula and puts everyone directly inside the spaceship. Completing tasks becomes more interesting when you physically move around while trying to figure out who the imposter is. The social interactions make every round unpredictable and often hilarious. Phasmophobia turns ghost hunting into a tense cooperative experience where communication and observation are everything. You explore haunted locations, collect evidence, and try to identify the ghost before things get worse. In VR, hearing something nearby while standing in the dark can feel genuinely creepy. Pavlov brings another strong multiplayer shooter experience with competitive gunfights, different weapons, and fast matches. The physical aiming and reloading give firefights a different feel from traditional console shooters. I like how quickly the action can become chaotic when several players collide. Arizona Sunshine 2 focuses on zombie survival with shooting, exploration, and cooperative gameplay. You fight through a dangerous post-apocalyptic world while managing weapons and resources. Your dog companion adds another layer to the experience, making the journey feel more personal than a standard zombie shooter. Metro Awakening brings the dark metro atmosphere into VR, putting you directly inside a dangerous underground world. Stealth, survival, exploration, and gunplay work together, while limited resources keep the pressure high. The claustrophobic environment, Metro Awakening, brings the dark metro atmosphere into VR, putting you directly inside a dangerous underground world. Stealth, survival, exploration, and gunplay work together, while limited resources keep the pressure high. The claustrophobic environments make the experience feel especially immersive and tense. Behemoth delivers brutal VR combat against massive enemies in a dark fantasy world. You explore dangerous environments, fight hostile creatures, and face huge encounters that make good use of VR scale. The giant enemies are the standout for me because they make you feel genuinely small. Alien Rogue Incursion brings the Alien universe into VR, which is already a scary Alien Rogue Incursion brings the Alien universe into VR, which is already a scary combination. Exploration, combat, and survival become much more intense when you are physically inside the environment. The atmosphere is filled with tension, and every quiet corridor makes you wonder what might be waiting nearby. Crossfire Sierra Squad focuses on military-style VR shooting with tactical missions, different weapons, and cooperative gameplay. The action can become fast and chaotic, but teamwork helps keep things under control. It is a solid choice if you want a straightforward shooter built around squad-based combat. Legendary Tales offers a fantasy VR adventure with melee combat, magic, character progression, and cooperative play. You can build your character around different fighting styles while exploring dangerous areas and fighting enemies. The RPG elements give the game more depth than a simple VR action experience. DeMeo brings tabletop RPG gameplay into virtual reality, letting you explore dungeons, fight enemies, and manage a party from a miniature tabletop perspective. The presentation feels like a living board game, while cooperative play makes every decision more meaningful. It is a great pick for strategy and RPG fans.